boy is back, and he's not as better as ever. He's really not. He's getting by with a massive headache right now, and I don't know why I have a headache, but I do. And I'm sorry you can't see me at the moment as well. We'll get to the normal spot in a minute, but I figured I'd just start it up as soon as possible. It's midnight, and that's cool. At least it's midnight for me, dog. And my phone battery was high. I wasn't doing nothing. Taking a break. Just got back from driving up to Waterburger here to get some dinner because I was a late dinner because I was sick all day and I finally woke up and I don't know what's going on with my girlfriend either right now. She's struggling with something, so I'm trying to see what I can do about that. Yo, Joe, bro, you're still with us, dude. I was thinking about you the other day. I was so worried. I was like, dog, I've been so busy with work and relationship things right now that I haven't been able to like stream. I was so worried. I was like, dog, if I'm gone long enough, poor Joe, bro, what's he gonna do? And then I come back and he's the first one to say something. That's my goat, the return of the king. Give me a second, y'all can see my face. It's really dark. But it has been a minute. How you been, dog? How you been? I'm assuming not the best, but hey, maybe I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. I want to hear all about what's been going on, Chief. School getting back, the holidays, all that great stuff. 'Cause I got good news for y'all too. I do. Hallelujah. It's me. No, but so I just been mad busy, cause like I got work now. I got promoted at work. I have an interview for a second job on Tuesday of next week. So I might be running two jobs, making money. And tonight I picked up Valorant for the first time in a while. Not first time in a while. And I didn't do as bad as the first time. I actually got some kills. Nobody called me a slur. That was nice. Yeah, I don't know. It was really bad for a while. Right now, it's okay. It's still pretty low, but I feel like I'm kind of healing. I'm on meds now for depression, though, and those help. Hey, I'm glad something helps, though. As long as you got something that's helping you out, and you're not kind of just like sitting there dealing with it, because like I know people that they basically have been told like, well, that sucks, but you got to deal with it. I'm glad, hey, there are always going to be ups and downs. Always going to be ups and downs, but you can only go up once you go down. You know what I'm saying? We got this, dog. It's all gonna be good. Like recently, my girlfriend, she's been really struggling with her OCD, is what they call it. I don't think that's what that is, but what do I know? But I'm pretty sure it's not. And I don't know. She sleeps a lot. She has certain things she can't and can do. And she doesn't talk much to me at the moment, not because she doesn't want to, but because she's not able to. So it's like very difficult. So obviously I'm not in the same boat as you when it comes to that, but I get what you're talking about at least in the struggling aspect of it all. But no, yeah, dog, I get it. I'm sorry you have to go through that currently. I am. And I hope that one day soon, real soon, that somebody or something or even just you decide that it's all good. Things get fixed and things get better and life goes on. I'm hoping that things are gonna work out for everybody. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to make everybody else feel better. That's that's what I like doing. I like making everybody else feel better about stuff. Thank you for the like, whoever that was. If it was you, Joe, bro, thank you, thank you. If it wasn't, thank you, whoever it was. But I that's why I started making content all those years ago. And I'm not anywhere near what I used to dream about. I used to think that I was going to be like this big hit YouTuber, and that's okay. It doesn't work out like that sometimes. I mean, I get like 50, 60 views a video now, and that's cool. I love that. I used to get like one or two, and I was happy with that. But then my friend has like a new TikTok where he does like anime stuff. Thank you for the second like. My friend has like a new TikTok where he does anime stuff on there. He gets like 300 to 400 views a video, and he's like, It's so low. And I was like, dog, what? Dog, my most viewed video is 17,000. That's only because it's been uploaded for like 7 years. It's an old video, dog. That's crazy. But anyway, I'm glad you're all here. For those watching, commenting, all the above. I know my hair's all messed up. I didn't really get a chance to wash it today because I wasn't feeling good today at all. And I finally got up and I was like, ugh, I got to get something to eat. So I rolled into the car, barely drove over to Whataburger, came back, was on the phone with my friend, and then he was like, "Dog, I got to go because I got to do some stuff." And I'm like, "Same here." I was like, "You know what? I don't have to do some stuff because all my stuff was just gonna go play some more Valorant." And I was like, "I'm gonna take a break from Valorant for a minute and just stream with my boys, girls, and everybody in between here on JonahPlayss." I have a new video coming out. It's gonna be a new format style, more of a test to see if this would work well with certain audiences for whatever. Hey, always, man, always. I got you. I always try to be. I always try to help out. I'm glad that I'm getting to you. Because there are some times where it doesn't, and sometimes where it does. And it is you got to do what you got to do. You know. And I'm just rambling about nothing at this point. I'm like, la, 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 la. But it's still so fun. Now that when it comes to my channel, I think I'm free to do whatever I need to do with it. Now that I don't have to worry about Otcraft anymore, 'cause that's done and it's over. That fight is done. Um, Now that I don't have to worry about pleasing anybody or avoiding upsetting anybody, I can just make content the way I want to make content. It's great, I'm happy that I get to be here and make content for you guys. With me being working probably starting next week or the following week, I'm going to be working like a lot more. You know, like I have work tomorrow, being Friday, technically today, if it's already midnight. I don't know what time it is right now. If it already hit midnight, then it's tonight or today. But if it's not, then it's tomorrow. Um, but Friday basically, and then a week from Saturday, so a week from this Saturday, I have work again. But I have an interview for a managerial position at an esports place, where I like to be a coach or, as like I said, a manager, which is dope since I've been on an esports team before. I got experience in the past with doing stuff like that. We'll see. You know, I've been at my lows and I've come up from the bottom too. And Joe, bro, I'm telling you, you can. I'm telling you, dog, we got this. You and me, we got this. We gonna make it out alive. We gonna make it out all right. Quite the busy man. Impressive, right? I got content creation, esports stuff. I still have to go to Low Tide 2024 this year, which is a major tournament. I haven't been to one in a long time, so I'm kind of semi-retired. I'm just living my life, doing what I do. Because even after this stream, I'm just gonna go home and I'll call my girlfriend and see if she answers. If not, that means she's asleep, which is common. And then, see, look at my hair in the wind. And then I got work tomorrow, and I'll probably play some Valorant, some Overwatch, maybe some Ghost of, not Overwatch, Valorant, watch some anime, maybe play Ghost of Tsushima, all that good stuff, because I got me a new PlayStation 4, because I got a deal on it. Somebody gave me that and some controllers for like $25, and I wasn't about to pass that up, dog, because I'm trying to save up for a PS5 now, so it's like, so I can get the newest console, because all the new exclusive games are coming out. So, but that's just me ranting, that's just me ranting. And for all the people commenting lately, and for all the people that have been really supportive of the channel, even when I've been away, we're at 345 subscribers. That's impressive. I didn't even realize that till today. I hadn't looked in a while. But yeah, but I got a couple videos coming out this week. I actually do. I have an actual Valorant video coming out this week, as well as, sorry about all the work, as well as a video, new type of video that I hope you guys really do enjoy, because I'm possibly starting a new secondary channel where I am doing videos on the history and facts of gaming and games in general, like the history behind certain games. Like, did you know, fun fact, this game had this feature for this reason at this point? You know, it's like, oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. I digress. It is so windy because it's about to, like, next week, like early next week, it's about to, like, punch us all in the face. Even though I'm in Texas, hey, guess what? Cold, and you're like, oh, oh yeah, second channel like that would be really cool. That's what I'm saying. I just don't know what I would call it yet. What do you think? What do you think, Joe, bro? What should I call it? Because you have been such a homie, and because you've been struggling lately, I'm gonna let you name the channel. If you can come up with a cool name that basically embodies the idea of gaming history, I will name it that in honor of you, my boy, my friend. Because my friend is like pushing me. He's like, do it, do the channel, do the channel. I'm like, I need a name. Like, I can't just do a channel. I need a name, dog. He goes, no, you don't. And I'm like, I need a name. And I've been thinking all day because I've been sick. I haven't been able to use my brain capacity. You know, I'm so disappointed in Fireman Sam. He's always here. Where are my mods at? I know it's been a while, but you guys still have a job to do. Y'all better pull up. There's my face in bright lights. The man himself. The once great, high and mighty King Costa, JonahPlayss. The fallen son of Otcraft and the last of ACO before I also got removed. Gene Pathway. What do you know? It's a pathway. Or maybe something like Jonah Tells or Jonah Tells. Dang, that goes hard. I like Jonah Tells. JT, JP, Jonah Tells. Dude, that's okay. I like Jonah Tells. We're gonna do Jonah Tells. That's awesome. Jonah Tells. That's such a that rings off the tongue too. Jonah Tells. Jonah Tells. I like that. Introducing your gaming history teacher and savant, Jonah Tells. Like, what's up, dog? Like Jonah Tells, Jonah Tales, like Tales, Tales, like a story. Jonah Tales, Jonah Tells. Dude, I like Jonah Tells. That sounds fire. I'd watch a dude named Jonah Tells. See, Jonah Tells. I see. I can't stop saying it. It's got such a ring to it. I like that. Let's go, Joe, bro. Joe, bro, and Jonah Tells. Branch of JonahPlayss Incorporated. I'm not a business. I'm a guy with 300 subscribers. Thank you for the third like. Jonah Tells. Ah, it does. Gosh dang it. No, not genitals. That's funny. No. Jonah Tells. Genitals. That's terrible. Oh, dang it. Oh, well. Oh, we gotta think of something else now. I don't want to be called genitals as a joke everywhere I go. Oh, dear. Is my cushion fat again? My face is getting fat again. That's not good. Why are you so windy? Why? Can't you see I'm busy? Be windy after. Dang. Mm. Johnny Games. I gotta think, dog. I gotta think. What would be a good name? what would be the best name? That it's gotta be good though. It's gotta be like eye catching, and it's gotta be like, whoa, I wanna watch that guy. It looks like such a good night for a walk. It's been snowing since Monday up here. Snow day tomorrow. Hey, see, here in Texas, we don't get what you would call snow. We get sleet, maybe a bit of slick, some little sheets of ice on the road, or if it gets cold enough, we get some icicles that form on the roof or something because, the water or whatever. Because usually when it snows, it also rains here. It's just cold rain is basically what we get here. Now, I know for a fact, I think it's tomorrow or Saturday, we're getting like a hailstorm. And it's like, dang, dude, we're not prepared for that, dog. It's going to assault us like a meteor shower. You're like, get down! Boom! Like hail the size of golf balls just putting holes in people. You're like, boom! You're like, ugh. Just your guts fall out because you just plowed through your chest or something. Boom! Just shot right through it. You're like, dead. Snow days. I never got snow days as a kid though, because being here in Texas, we didn't get that. I have one memory being like 5 years old, 15 years ago. Seems like millennia ago, because that's just how it is nowadays. Though, like when my parents were growing up, at 5 years old, they felt like they were five, and at 20, they felt like they were 20. And for my generation, which is in the middle of Gen Z and millennials, because like I was born within Gen Z, but I'm not one of them micro gens, dog. We're not about that life. From Wisconsin, oh dang, you got snow for days. You could share, and you'd still have plenty. Dang. No, but like I was born in the Gen Z era, but I have a millennial mindset, right? Because like I remember things that millennials remember, not Gen Z. Because like my younger brother, who's like 18, turning 19 this April, because I'm turning 21 in June. So it's like I've been here. They ask him like, "What's a blockbuster?" He's like, "I don't really remember it." And I'm like, "Blockbuster was my best friend as a child." Like the DS and Game Boy was my childhood. The Wii was my childhood, gaming wise. So it's like, whoa, dog, that's crazy. But my younger brother, like his first Pokemon game was Pokemon Black or Pokemon White. He keeps getting me mixed up because I know his was Pokemon White. I had Pokemon Black. I got it from Best Buy. I'm pre-owned. But he got Pokemon White was his very first Pokemon game, while mine was dog. I kind of want to play Pokemon now that you mention it. I gotta get me one of those Pokemon games for the Switch, but I don't know which one to get. Like Sun, Moon, not Sun, Moon, Sword, Shield, Scarlet, Violet, Legends Arceus or Arceus. I don't know. Arceus. I don't know. But my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Pearl. You know, so I've been out here for a minute playing Pokemon since I was yay high. Short, and I was really short. And they're like, because if somebody asked me, Jonah, what was your first video game console that you played on? The very first video game console I played on, I don't remember specifically. My first memory is a PS2, but I swear I played GameCube before that. So it's either GameCube or PS2 is my very first console. Not a lot of people my age can say that. They're like, oh, my first was like a PS3, Xbox 360, a Wii, DS, like the DS, 3DS, stuff like that. What game? Which one did you play? Which Pokemon game did you play? In my opinion, it's a great series, but it fell off after X and Y, which is the ones that were on the 3DS, like the first ones on the 3DS. Pokemon Pearl was like my favorite. In fact, Pokemon Pearl was the GOAT in my opinion, but Black and White and Black and White 2 was peak. And then X and Y was good. It turned into 3D and you had more options, but they went a bit too hard on it, and it was like, eh. And then Sun and Moon came out, and they changed the entire format, and it's garbage. Sword and Shield, we don't even talk about like Sword and Shield because that was actual garbage. Sword, okay. So I've never played Sword and Shield. I just haven't heard good things about it, I guess. And then Scarlet and Violet, I was there on release day. I was in Austin, Texas at college at an esports event at a Walmart, and the guy who was running the tournament went and bought Scarlet and Violet the day of release. So while we were waiting for people to show up, we watched him play Scarlet or Violet, whichever one it was. That game was so buggy. I ain't never seen a more game with bugs except for Cyberpunk 2077. And that's crazy. We called it Pokemon 2077. That's crazy. It's crazy indeed, my boy. And no, but like growing up, I didn't get to. I've never played the original Pokemon, like Red and Blue. I haven't even played the remakes, like Fire Red and Leaf Green. I've played Emerald, never finished it, but I've played Emerald. I have never played Ruby and Sapphire, nor have I played Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So the games I have played are Pokemon Soul Silver, bit of Heart Gold, bit of Emerald, Pearl and Platinum, uh, Black, Black 2, Y, like Pokemon Y, Pokemon Go if that counts. What's up, Colton? I am coming back, but I gotta do some stuff down here for work first. I'm gonna be a little late into the semester, but I'm coming back, dog. To be honest, I really didn't have much fun playing it. The most fun I had was Super Mario Galaxy, GTA 5, and the Lego Star Wars games. I played the crap out of Lego Star Wars, dog. I played that game more than any other game, but I will give you credit. Super Mario Galaxy 2 is the greatest Mario game that was ever made. And I dare anybody to take a shot at me for that. I would love for any of you to sit here and disagree with me because you're wrong. And don't expect me to argue because I'm just going to tell you you're wrong. There's no argument, you're just wrong. Super Mario Galaxy 2 is the best Mario game ever made. You can argue for Super Mario Galaxy 1, and I would probably also agree with you. But Mario Galaxy 2, in my opinion, was the GOAT of all Mario games, dog. It's suave, I don't. The first Galaxy is better? I mean, yeah, maybe it's my nostalgia, but the way that Galaxy 2 was, I loved that water level when you could find Luigi in the star area and you were on that big floating Mario head. Dog, that was just so goated. And you would like shoot the little stars or whatever, like pew 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 pew. That was so fire. And the music from the Mario Galaxy series, oh, second to none. Maybe 64 and Sunshine could ever run at the music, but in my opinion, Galaxy's music was so nostalgic. It's actually insane. Like, dog. I might, after this stream, just go watch like a retrospective of the Mario Galaxy series. I might go buy, at some point for my Switch, the 3 collection for Mario, like 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy 1. Because you have no idea how good those games are, dog. No, see, that's my childhood. Lego Star Wars, the complete saga, Pokemon Pearl and Black 2 and Y, Lego Batman, Lego Indiana Jones, a lot of Legos. Mario Galaxy series, obviously. What else did I play? I don't remember what the other ones were, but I never played Zelda. I never played Zelda games. I wasn't really into that, but now that Breath of the Wild has come out and all that, I'm waiting for my brother to bring it over because he has it at his apartment. I'm like, dog, I need to play Breath of the Wild. You don't understand? And he's like, I'll bring it over. I'll bring it over. I'm like, no, you cap. Because I asked you like a year ago to bring over some food that you had at your apartment that I know you still have. And you're like, ooh, food after a year? Why do you want that? Because it's green tea matcha Kit Kats. I'll wait all my freaking life to try that, dog. But I just want that food in the game. Just give me the game. So I can play Breath of the Wild and then Tears of the Kingdom so I can be caught up just in case the movie that's coming out next year or the year after or whatever, whenever the Zelda movie's coming out, the only Zelda I've ever played is Ocarina of Time on the 3DS, and it was cool. My childhood Super Mario Galaxy, Brawl. Oh, I cannot believe how I forgot Brawl and Subspace Supremacy. Subspace Emissary, I believe, is the actual GOAT of all gaming campaigns. And all the Lego games. Lego games were dope. I played all the Lego games. But Subspace hit different, dog. I remember the first time I played Subspace with my homie in first grade. I was 7 years old. This was like 2009, 2010 maybe. I think it was 2009. 2008, 2009. And no, 2009, 2010. And we were playing in his apartment, which is not far from here actually. And we played and played and played and played and played. And that was so good. Because he used to play Sonic. My main was Mario back in the day. He never could beat me. He beat me like the first game we ever played. And then after that, he's never beaten me in a Smash Bros. Game since. Because I wasn't about that life. And, he used to play Sonic. My main was Mario back in the day. He never could beat me in a Smash Bros. Game since. Because I wasn't about that life. And, he used to play Sonic. My main was Mario back in the day. He never could beat me in a Smash Bros. Game since. Because I wasn't about that life. And we played and played and played, and it was so good, and it was so dope. And then all of a sudden, right, miraculously, all of a sudden, we discovered like the boss battle thing, and we beat that like easy money. And we discovered the and subspace. We played subspace. Me and him did subspace duos. We played every day after school that we could. There were some days we couldn't, but every day that we could, we played until we beat it. And that was so fun, dog. You have no like, dude. Eventually, at the end of like towards the end of Brawl, like when Smash 4 started to come out and whatnot, my main had been Ganondorf for a while, and I was so cracked at Ganon. And everyone's like, "Dude, you played Ganon in Brawl? My character's like the worst character in the game." I know, and I was still better than most people. Yeah, yeah. Taboo is the actual like dopest boss I think that Smash has ever seen. Like the new ones in Ultimate, what are they? See, dog, I don't even freaking remember what their names are, but like the two eyes, one starts with a G, and then one looks like a biblically accurate angel. Whatever the World of Light bosses are, those two, and like the Smash Orb slash Demon like spawn thing from Smash 4, and then Smash Ultimate's World of Light boss. But Taboo was different. Taboo, bro, to reveal that he had the strings on like Master Hand, and then he was like, yo, yo, he's like, we were like, that it was fire, dog. So cool. That made our little like 7, 8-year-old brains just pop, dog. We were like, oh, what the frick, dude? Yo, yo. I have Super Mario Galaxy 1 at my house. I don't have a Wii remote, so I need to replace my Wii remote. That's on my list. And once I replace my Wii remote, I can finally play it again. Dog, I'm so ready. I just don't have money right now. Because I've been having to, like, long story short, I'm in debt. I'm like at negative $60 right now because I took my girlfriend out for her birthday the other day. We went to, like, this ramen bar we went to on our first date. And it was more expensive than I thought. And she was like, if you don't have the money, I can ask, my parents. I'm like, nah, because as a boyfriend, if I don't have enough money, that looks bad. So I was like, nah, I can't be like that, especially nowadays. So I paid, and I only had like $20, but it was 40. So it was already $20 in the hole. Then I had to spend some more money on gas. And so I was at like negative 40. Then I bought something, and I was like negative 50. And now I just went to Whataburger, and I'm like negative 60. But my paycheck coming in after tomorrow's shift should be 50. Plus, I'm going to get some money from mowing the lawn, so I should clear that up. And by the time I start working full-time at both jobs, I should be making money. So I should be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should be good. I just need to talk to my girlfriend about working 2 jobs and what her opinion is. She's not going to like it because she's going to be like, what? But that's overworking you. And what about, me seeing you? Will I have time? And I'm like, I'm not working every day, hopefully. But, I'll be working a lot, driving around a lot. Gas money is honestly the thing that's kicking my butt right now. To be honest, I think I'm getting laid off. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. If you don't mind, you don't have to tell me, what do you do for work? You don't have to tell me the company or anything, but, like, what is your job? Wait, I thought you were in school. Is it like a... Yeah, explain that. Because now I'm a little confused, but I want to know. Because it's like... I didn't have a job while I was in school. My parents didn't make me because school was hard enough for me as a person. Because if the school would have had their way, they'd have just shot me and be done with it. But obviously, they're not allowed to, I think. But, my school district was a piece of work. And that's the most family-friendly word I can use on this channel to describe that. What do you do for work? I mean, I technically was the tennis manager of my high school for like 3 years. And that was work. I actually got paid a quarter a month. And so I'd save up 4 months of work. That's like, 5 times 4? That's like 20 days of work for a quarter. I saved up, so it's like 2 times 4 is about 80 days worth of work for 4 quarters, so I could get a soda from the vending machine at the end of the 4 weeks, 4 months. And it was dope. It was my first technical kind of job. But he would give me a quarter. It wasn't like a paycheck. He would just like toss me a quarter, if you remember. see my hoodie or my hood on my jacket that I've had. I have a job. I work at a farm store place. Stock stuff, price stuff, bag stuff. Biggest shift was 8 hours. That's impressive. Currently, I work at GameStop. For GameStop. And since I'm not part time anymore, I'm an assistant manager now. Because remember when I told you I was getting the job and I was a part time seasonal, but I really wanted to be kept on, so I was going to work really hard. Well, I ended up working really, really hard. Was one of the top part time guys, and now I'm officially like an assistant manager slash key holder. And so my pay got bumped up from like 717 to like 1050, which is good. Plus the second job is going to give me a lot more money. So I'm out here living my life, dog. We good, and see, everybody out here always told me you would never amount to nothing. I'm the homie sitting down with 2 jobs, a new PS4, my car, amount to nothing by a foot. Sorry that I sat there all day in high school and played Smash Ultimate for 3 years instead of doing anything, but hey, it amounted. I'm doing better now than I would have done at college. Take that, dog. Anyway, but no, so my longest days, I think my longest day ever was, let me think. So Black Friday, I worked noon. Did I work closing or did I work till 4? No, I worked till closing, but it wasn't at noon. It was at 1. So 1 to 9:30. So about 8 hours, yeah. And then I had one from 1 to no, it was 3 to 9. So 6 hours. So I get some decent hours. You're 13, 14, dog. You out here working a job, working a full 8 hour shift. That's full time. That's full time hours. Full time hours at 13, dog. At 13, I was in what, seventh grade, eighth grade, yeah, eighth grade. When what was I doing at that point? I wasn't doing anything. I was going home playing Minecraft. I was playing on Minecraft at that point. I had just signed up that year. It had to be. Possibly. No, it wouldn't have been. Well, it depends. If I was 13, if it was before January or not. Well, that would have been 2017 regardless. So, it depends. It depends. But yeah. 13, 14 years old and already full-time hours, dude. I mean, technically speaking, I did that kind of stuff, but I worked for my dad, so I didn't think it counted. And he just runs a business at the time, where he runs a, wiring business, security and cameras and also AV and stuff. So he also does speakers and TVs and all that. Eighth grade, full-time, 13. Dog, I'm going to say this now. I'm proud of you. That's mad impressive. I'm impressed. I'm proud, and I'm happy. I hope you don't get laid off because that's awesome. I feel like maybe more kids nowadays do need to go into the workforce. I feel maybe that slowed me down a bit, that I should have been working earlier. I always said, I don't want a job. I don't want a job. I hate it. I know. I don't want to work for somebody. That feels dumb. Why would I slave away for somebody else and make a little bit of money while they get to make a lot of money? Well, I get it now, right? I understand. It's not really a choice. So get it over with early so you understand what you're going into. Because I had friends in high school who worked as servers at restaurants. I would never do that, by the way. I can't stand. See, because I know as a person myself that I've not been the nicest to waiters sometimes, and I hate myself for it because I'll be in a bad mood and they're just trying to do their job, and maybe they accidentally make a small mistake and I get pissed off or whatever, and it's not my it is my fault. It's not their fault is what I meant to say, and it's I'm so sorry, and I tip them extra. I always tip them extra if I am being whatever. Because they don't deserve that, so I tip them extra. But point being, I could never be a server. I could never be somebody who works in a restaurant. I could wash dishes, dog. Let me put in my headphones and wash dishes for a couple hours. I don't care. But, yeah, I have a lot. I have to leave school early to get to work a lot. I mean, yeah. I mean, it depends. What class are you, not skipping, but what class do you have to dip out of early or miss or skip half of to go to work? Because if it's a class where it's oh, it's theater class, then it's oh, okay. But if it's one of your common core, as they call it down here, which is math, science, social studies, and English, then that might be a problem. But if you also got good grades while you're keeping up your work, Joe, bro, you are the GOAT. You're the GOAT of the week, GOAT of the month, GOAT of the year, and it's not even 3 weeks into January, and you're GOAT of the year. Because my grades are bad. My grades are awful. I don't even want to know my GPA right now. It's a point something, 0.18. It's so bad. It's actually probably a 1.8. Let's be honest. I don't think you can go below a 1, but I don't know. Right. Well, so the difficulty with that decision, oh, I'm behind in school versus while I have a job, is so difficult because it's like, do I focus on school to grow up and get a better job potentially? Because nowadays that's not the case as much anymore. Because I know people I went to high school with that are currently working at like restaurants, like McDonald's, and they were supposed to be on like the right track forever, and they just didn't. And I was like, oh, because like I met some of my high school like guys I was in high school with at GameStop. They come into the store sometimes. They like buy stuff and look at stuff, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're here!" And I'm like, "Yeah, dog. What are you doing?" "Oh, I work at McDonald's or Wendy's." And I'm like, "Oh, what happened?" And he goes, "Yeah, I just made some poor choices. I've only gotten a B on a report card once, but other than that, it's always A's." Then what do you mean you're behind in school? What? I'd have to pay off my teacher to see an A, dog. I was so bad at math. I'm legally on a fourth grade math level. That's not a joke. Like, what? I only got a B once. Dog, B's were my homies because I was like, if I got a B, that was the best day ever. If I got a C, hey, we did it. And once I got into college and I realized that D's were even acceptable, I was like, yes. Don't follow what I do. Be better than me. Be better than me. Be the best you can be. But I'll be working back-to-back jobs. I'm out here. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that though. Is what it is. Because right now, like my top five favorite things to do is work. I love going to work, but I don't like going to work stressed. Like if I'm upset, I don't like going to work because I feel like it's gonna ruin my experience. So I've always gone to work in a good mood. So I'm gonna try and go into work with a good attitude tomorrow. Hopefully my girlfriend texts me because that always puts me in a good mood or whatever. Because what's tomorrow? Friday? Yeah, but she's not going over to her dad. So okay, bet. I have a lot of missing assignments. I'm in algebra. I have like 7 unfinished lessons. 7 unfinished lessons, dog? Dang. See, when I was in 10th grade, right? I was in a science class with a teacher who hated me. I don't know why. You couldn't. I called her some words that I'm not going to use on stream. Not like they're not like cuss words or slurs, but it's just not something you should call somebody anyway. Started with an N, ended with an I. Arizona in the middle. If you get that, you're a legend. And uh, but I called her that. But we fought every single day. And one day I remember coming into the tutorial. She goes, "Why are you here?" I'm like, "Because I have to be. I don't want to be here either, dog." And I figured out I had 16 zeros, 16 missing assignments. And she goes, "Dog, what?" I was like, "I'm sorry. I don't know why. I'm trying my hardest. I have like 6 other classes. What the hell do you want me to do?" So kids, whatever you do, don't have 16 missing zeros. Because you think it's bad when the teacher yells at you. Just wait till your parents get home. "What do you mean you have 16 zeros? I'm going to beat you with a shoe." Oh, well. Oh, my neck. Oh, my neck again. Yeah, I called her that because I was so mad at her one time. And you got that, by the way. That was dope. I'm glad you got that. Yep, I called her an Izan, but backward. Because she picked out favorite students, and she would bully special needs students too. So I called her that one day, and she got so mad that she almost was like crying because she was mad. And she sent me to the office and like, "What are you here for?" And I admitted, I'm like, "I called her this," and like, "Why would you do that?" And I'm like, "Because she's picking on students, dog, and I have proof." And I brought in some witnesses, and she got in trouble. I still got in trouble for saying it, which is crazy, but I get it. And that's that. No more zeros after that. We agreed. Look, dog. When I was in high school and middle school, I was a different level of menace. I'm more of a peace, love kind of guy now, dog. I'm all about it. Just being happy with who I am, playing my video games, hanging out with my boys, my friends. My friend Mashi, who's one of my mods, is coming into town from Detroit on Sunday, so I gotta meet him at his Airbnb Sunday night and just chill out or whatever, hang out, meet him over there, or whatever. Just gotta send me like the address or whatever, so I can go check it out. I'm gonna like probably drive by there tomorrow to see if it's like legit. You know, I told my teacher he looked like he needed charity, but in his defense, he had a bad haircut that I really insecure. But in defense, he said he had a bad. Dang! He he called his teacher poor. You called your teacher poor because he said he had a bad haircut. That's crazy, but that's kind of funny at the same time. Like I obviously don't recommend calling your teacher poor, but at the same time, dog, he sounds like he had it coming. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like that man had that like that was building up. He's like, I'm about to end this man's whole career. Ha ha, poor. You're like, what? What? Dang. That's pretty funny. Like I'm not supposed to laugh at that. I'm supposed to be a mature adult, but that's funny. Oh my god, no. My friend BJ, the one who's coming into town on Sunday, my mod, he goes by Mashy. I also ding dong ditched the other classrooms. Heck yeah, dog. People still do that? I thought that was like our generation thing, and before us too. Like I didn't think kids nowadays still ding dong ditched. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Oh man, that's actually insane. Cause like no, cause when I was a kid, we did pranks like we would like crack the door open just a little bit at a for a teacher's classroom, and when she would walk in, we had like the dry eraser, like for the dry erase board, the eraser or whatever, and we'd put it there at the top of like the door frame. So when it would open, it would land like on her face, and all like dust and like eraser powder or whatever would get in her face or his face or whatever. That was a good one. And then we never did the paint bucket trick, the slime paint bucket. We never did that because that we feel that would get us in a lot of trouble. And we also had narcs in the class. That's the worst thing of a narc in the class though, because they're like, actually it was he who did it, and they did it together, and it's like what? Not any teacher, the pastor's wife. I pounded on the door, and Foxy ran down the hallway. Not the FNAF Foxy. He's like, he said he Foxy ran. That's actually funny because I got that even before you said Foxy. That was funny. But the new pastor's wife teacher. Let's go, dude. That's who you got to prank right there. That's goaded. I can't say I've ever pranked like a pastor or whatever. Unless you count my brother, because he grew up to kind of be one, like a youth pastor, but I don't know if that counts. He said he foxed him, bro, looking like, ah! Ah! Did you go see the FNAF movie, by the way? I know it's not been that long since I've streamed, but have you seen the FNAF movie? I think it's good. I know a lot of people had beef with it because it was whatever, but I liked it personally, dog. I remember growing up back in 2014 when I was like 10, 11 years old playing FNAF. I thought it was goated. Me personally. Me personally. Me personally. No, man. Yeah, some kid got me in trouble, so when he was in the bathroom, I locked it shut and turned off the lights when he was pooping, and yeah, I seen the FNAF movie was dope. That's probably the hardest sentence I've ever read. That was fire. I want to read that out loud again. Some kid got me in trouble, so I turned off the lights and locked when he was taking a dump, and the FNAF movie was fire. I was like, that's the most gangster thing I've ever heard. That was fire, Joe Bro. Joe Bro's a savage. Joe Bro's an actual gangster. I'm down with it. I thought me and my friends did some wild stuff, but man, that's dope. We've never done stuff like that. He got me in trouble, so I murked him while he was going to the bathroom. It's crazy. What I'm trying to think of like the worst things that we did prank wise in high school, because I'm in like technically I'm college level right now, but I'm not in college. I want to say one of the best. Oh, not even a prank, but some of the fights that I got into in high school were crazy though. Cause this one kid like came at me from behind, like he was like trying to like jump at me, and he jumped. He like has his arm around here. I'm like, and I remember I'm like, there's only one option. So I jump back, boom, land on him. And since I had my backpack on, or no, I didn't have my backpack on, so I just landed bare back on his stomach. And dog, he was queasy for the rest of the day. He like I think he threw up twice, but since his mom didn't like, they didn't live near the school because of a program he was in. He couldn't simply just go home because his mom worked. So and then there was the fight with my friend Mason. He's like one of my homies for life, ride or die. And me and him got into a fight, and that was quick because he threw a punch, missed, threw a kick. I like took out his other leg, and then he was on the ground. And then the AP made us go to the office or the ISS, in school suspension. It was lame or whatever. Me and my friend locked a kid in the closet at a sleepover because we thought we were playing hide and seek and forgetting about him for hours and hours. Hours? You traumatized that poor boy. That poor kid. Why did you do that? You locked him in a closet for hours. That man was like, he was trapped. That man was in solitary. Oh no, I hope he's okay. Dude, that sucks though. I've been in that situation, kinda. I got locked in a dryer. We were playing hide and seek at my friend at the time, Ivan's house, when I was like 6 or 7. And we got locked in his dryer. And luckily his mom was doing laundry, so she found me like kind of instantly. But still, dog, it was scary for a couple seconds, thinking, well, dang, I didn't think I was gonna die in a dryer. That's fire though, because it wouldn't open from the inside. I was kicking on it, pounding on it, whatever. And those things were tough back in the day. They were made of like metal, not plastic. It's like you couldn't just like kick through it, especially at 7 years old. Nowadays, I just literally just rip the door off. But it's like back then, you're like, I can't get out, help me! I barreled out of there when she opened. She goes, oh my gosh, you were in there? I'm like, yes. It was funny, okay? We were all nuts. She was only like 9, though. You like a 9-year-old child? Oh my god. No, bro. You can't do that. No, that's bad. A 9-year-old child. Dog. 9 years on this planet. I've been like, oh my god, Joe, bro. No. 9? No. That kid's traumatized for life now. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. No. What the heck? Dog. I mean, yeah. I don't even know. What do you say to that? Joe, bro, you can't do that. Oh, goodness gracious, dog. Locking a 9-year-old child like that is crazy. I would love to see what the next thing he writes is. I want to know. What is the next thing? Wait, he might have been 8. You're not helping yourself, dog. An 8-year-old child is not better. That's worse. What the frick, dog? No. Stop. Oh, my bad. Might have been 8. No. No. Might have been 8. What are you doing? No. Locking an 8-year-old in a closet for a couple hours while he's just pounding on the door because you're playing hide and seek is messed up, Chief. That's crazy. I mean, yeah, I did some messed up stuff to my younger brother. Like, we'd have sibling rivalry, so there were days where, like, he'd come home, find all his leftovers eaten. I'd come home and he'd mess with my gaming stuff. I'd come home and I hid his literal only favorite stuffed animal. It was a bunny. It was a purple bunny that stood on 2 legs. He called it Bubby because he couldn't say bunny, so he called it Bubby. And I hid that thing, and that was like World War III because dog was ready to scrap. He was annoying, okay, so we locked him in that pitch black closet that was the size of a shower. You can't put a small child in solitary confinement because he's annoying, okay? Go find an adult or tell him to stop or give him something. Give him a tablet. I know we didn't have that at the time, I don't think, but like we should have. So give him something. Give him a book. Throw a ball at him. Throw him outside. Don't lock him in a pitch black closet for hours. That poor boy is traumatized for life now. What have you done? What have you done, Joe, bro? What have you done? We have to tell the media. Crazy man on the loose. I can't lie though, because I definitely know I've locked my brother in like areas too. Because like I remember one time I locked him in the bathroom, but it was bigger, and there was at least a window where there was light, but he just couldn't get out, and he was like screaming. He was like, "Let me out!" I'm like, no, please, no. However, the worst one is when I got really really angry with him because he like stole my game, lost it. We found it eventually. We did find it, but he like stole my game and lost it, and I thought he lost it forever. So I got so mad that me and him got into a fight at the pool, and I put him underwater for a bit too long. He's fine, by the way. He's alive, so he just complains about it sometimes, which is annoying. But I didn't know he couldn't breathe underwater, but that's on him, not me. So I can't blame you for like I can't sit here and be like, oh my god, you're crazy, because I'm just as crazy, dog. I've done some stuff too. Because like my favorite game, ironically, is sardines. We played at church a lot, where it's like, sardines. One person hides and everybody has to go find them, but once you find them, you have to stay with them until everybody finds them or until time runs out. I'm so good at being the hider because I, as a kid, was forced to sit in the dark for a long time anyway. So like I know what to do. But when it comes to being a seeker, I'm also the goat because I'm an Assassin's Creed level master of gaming. So I literally know how to find people in the dark. Plus, I can see in the dark. An unfortunate byproduct of my childhood. It's like right now, see how it's like all dark or whatever? Like, yes, there's lights, so I can absolutely see, but turn all these lights off and it's pitch black, basically. You know? 8 years old, locked in a closet. That's crazy, though. All right, well, it has been about an hour worth of streaming. I do have to go because I'm sure it's like almost 1 in the morning at this point. I also have to pee. I want to play a couple more games of Valorant, record a couple of videos before I have to go to bed because I have to get up for work tomorrow at 4 p.m. because I just have the 4 to 9 p.m. shift tomorrow, so I'm doing whatever. So I will talk to you guys next time. Thank you, Joe Bro, for coming by and telling me some funny stories. I really got to laugh at it tonight. I needed that, dog. I was having a tough day. I woke up sick and I was like, and I barely went to Whataburger and barely got some food because it was almost closed. So I needed that. So thank you. And I hope you start doing all right too. And I will see all of you guys in my next one. Have a good day or good night. And I hope you guys enjoy either tomorrow or the next day's video, depending on when I get it up. So thank you. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day or good night. Goodbye.